My name is Josh Wilson.
Josh Wilson. I think I've heard that name before. Tell us why people might know that name.
Well, the truth is, I can actually wiggle both my ears independently, so that may have been
America's Got Talent, right?
Yeah.
What's one of the most encouraging things that you've heard because of having your music played on a certain radio station?
Oh man, well, right before we did this interview, there were two ladies here that are here for a different conference, and they were just telling me that my music has really helped them. They work at a hospital they work at St. Jude's with kids who are dying, and a lot of times it's really a tough job to have, but the music is able to give them inspiration. And I even felt like God gave me a few encouraging words to say to them. And so, they would never hear the music if it weren't for radio. So, I mean, that's a great example of how we get to partner together. We write the music and you guys play the tunes, and it's a great partnership.
There's a big game going on tonight. By the time everybody sees this, one team will have come out victorious. You guys have any picks on or any guarantees on who you think is going to win the game?
The team that's the best is going to walk out of there the winner. You bet.
I'll go out on a limb. I'll say it's going to be Titans. I'll say 24, Steelers 17.
I think the USA is going to win the gold. That's all I have to say. No, I'm a Titans fan, so I'll say it. I can't guarantee a win, but I sure am rooting for them.
I think I'm going to guarantee a victory for the Steelers, even though I don't want them to win. But, I've been an NFL fan for a long time. I think at this point they have the better team. I don't really believe that Kerry Collins is going to be able to carry the Titans to a victory. Roethlisberger is a better quarterback.
What's the coolest thing about being a dad and a husband?
Being a husband is awesome because it keeps you humble. And my wife is I just happen to get the best one, so my apologies to all of you. But Melanie, my wife, who's right back there, the pretty one with the curly hair, she pretty much runs Crowns. She's my left brain, so she makes it happen so I can stay in the church, And so being married to her, I can totally see what I'm getting out of this. I don't know what she's getting out of this exactly. So her reward will be in heaven. But on the dad side, I don't have any hobbies. I play with my babies. So anytime I can be with them, I'm with them. And they travel with us on the road. We do it together. And just my son's 11, and just seeing the importance of showing him what a man looks like, what a godly man is, and just acting it out in front of him. It's an incredible thing. And just my girls understanding that they're princesses and that they're approved of and they're accepted and they've got love coming from daddy. So hopefully they don't have to try to go and recreate it out in the world one day because they didn't have it at home.
Anything that you could say to everybody that's here involved in radio?
Real quick, I didn't grow up with Christian radio. I didn't have it. I didn't know there really was Jesus music out there. There's just what was on the radio at the time. And what was on the radio at the time told me that if I didn't have a girlfriend, or if I didn't have this, or if I didn't look like that, it just reminded me of what I wasn't, and it constantly showed me that my life wasn't going to mean anything. And when I got saved, Christian music really began to be a big part in the discipling of me and me growing in my own walk with God. I think when a young believer gives their music to the Lord, it changes a lot of things in them, because your music is either who you are or it's who you want to be, right? So I want my music to be something that's urging me to the life I'm trying to live, not dragging me back to the life I'm trying to lead. And so every time a girlfriend would break up, you turn on the radio and you're just reminded of it, So it was just a drag. And now that I've got music that's pouring into me and saying, yeah, it's going to be all right. The day is still going to stink. Yeah, it's going to stink, but now you got Jesus, right? And that's truth. So what Christian radio is doing is so strategic. Because the people that come to our concerts that are getting saved and answering calls in the ministry, it always starts with, I was driving down the road one day and just flipping through, and this song was on, and they always say I pulled off the side of the road. And so you guys are pulling people over right and left right now, and I think that's a great thing.